Hi guys, I'm trying this out in a different location. So I have been doing this since I think March, which is, I don't know, 10 months almost. And besides 1 week that I was on a boat, I've done it every single week, except because of Christmas, and we did a 4-family Christmas giveaway. Hi Scotty, how are you? Hi Justin, are you guys together? Besides the giveaways and Christmas holidays, I've been here for about 10 months, but haven't been here in about 3 or 4 weeks. So I am happy to be back. So thank you for joining me, guys. I know it's weird, Scotty, when I was like getting ready today, I'm like, I haven't done this in so long. Hi, Justin. So for those of you who have never been on these, we do real estate updates. Myself and the audience. I go over real estate updates, I answer your guys' questions, and we go over some happy news in the world and locally. Okay, thank you, Justin. It's lockdown, I'm aware. 28 days, in the middle. We're kind of in the middle of it, almost. So that is what we do. And if anybody hasn't heard, normally we do a $1,000 giveaway on the first of every month. But for all of 2021, we've actually changed it. So for this month, we're going to pay somebody's mortgage or their rent. And we were graciously gifted from 2 people $1,500 extra every month. So now it's going to be $2,500 every month instead of $1,000 every month. So again, we're going to pay somebody's mortgage or their rent or what have you. So on February 1st, we're going to go knock on somebody's door. So if you guys know of somebody you want to nominate, please send us a video submission to info@crippshomes.com. Again, info@crippshomes.com, so we can knock on somebody's door on the 1st. I'm very pale. I feel like it's very showing that I have not been on a beach in a long time. Hi, Rob. How are you? Hi, Margie. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Tyler. Oh, these nails are not letting me scroll up. Uh-oh. Who else? Hi, Maurice. Okay. Hi, Angel. Hope you are well. Angel's a realtor in the States. Okay, so what are we going to start with first? We're going to start with first a question from Matt and Jacqueline, and they're in Snow Valley. I should cut my nails so I can see on there. Hi, Derek. Derek is a mortgage broker. Hi, Ashley, in my city, an excellent broker. So if you need anybody with all the interest rates that are low until 2023. Who did I say my first question was from? Matt and Jacqueline in Snow Valley. Okay. So Matt and Jacqueline, we live in an older bungalow with a huge lot and love the property, but are growing out of the home. Do you think we should put a second floor addition, main floor addition, or just move? Thank you, Matt and Jacqueline, for asking. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Yin. Hi, Barbara. To be honest, obviously, location, right? So you can't necessarily get a lot somewhere else maybe as nice as that. But what I would do is price out the addition. So let's just say a second floor addition was $200,000 or $300,000. Like get them priced out, and then have a real estate agent that you trust give you a price of what the home would be worth at that new square footage with that, say, extra 2 bedrooms or whatever you're adding in that addition. And then you'd see, okay, now we're worth $1 million or what have you. We owe X amount plus our addition, and that's how much our payment would be. And then have he or she show you houses, kind of like Love It or List It. Show you houses, and you're like, okay, this would cost us, $2,800 a month, but like with our new addition and our original mortgage. But if we go buy this new house, it'll be $3,200 a month, and we have 10 acres and we have a pool and whatever, or we have less than what we have now and our mortgage payment will be higher. So just to see what makes more sense for you. So I can't really answer that, just kind of depends. I don't know what you bought your house for, how long you've lived there for, how much equity you have in it, and so forth. But I'd kind of do like a little mini Love It or List It if you can do that, to see what makes sense for you, okay? But thank you for asking. I will do one of the good news stories before I say hi to everybody else. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Tiffany. And see who's on here. Okay. So there was a movie back in the day, I think like 2004, early 2000s, Rachel McAdams and Channing Tatum. And it was called The Vow, if anybody remembers. And basically, Rachel was in, I don't know her name on the movie thing, in the movie. She lost all her memory. She was in a coma. So I like love stories. So there was one that happened in real life recently, like in 2020. So there was a lady, Angela, and she was walking in New York City, and she was hit by a car. So she was in a coma. Hi, Dwayne. Hi, Sarah. She was in a coma for a month, and then when she woke up from the coma, she had lost 15 years of her memory. So she thought she was still married to her first husband. She thought her kids were little. She didn't remember her second husband at all, who she had been married to for 5 years, which obviously is sad. And then he decided he wanted to make her fall in love with him all over again. So he printed off like every picture they had possible, blew them all up, put them all over the walls and so forth. And, you know, it was his mission to make her fall in love again. And they just actually got married in Central Park. So I thought that was cute. Not married, renewed their vows. They were already married. She just didn't remember that they were married. And let's see who our next question is from. You guys, by the way, can write questions in here. I will read this question, then I'll look in there. Otherwise, you guys can DM me throughout the week. And if I don't get through all the questions or what have you, I only take a certain amount every week. I will just message you privately about them, okay? Bethany and Brent from Barrie. And I apologize where I'm doing it right now. I don't have a table in front of me, so I have to hold my notebook. Bethany and Brent from Barrie. How do you think the second wave will affect the real estate market? Will it have a negative effect or a positive effect? Thank you, Bethany and Brent, for asking. To be honest, it depends who you ask, as in negative and positive. So not saying like, oh, who you ask, is it going to be negative or positive? Just, for example, if, you know, obviously we're in the second wave, some people will be less likely to list their homes, which obviously makes less inventory. So some people think of that as a positive thing because they're like, hey, I'm listing my house, so that means I'm more in the driver's seat. And other people think, well, that's negative because then I have less to choose from when I'm buying, right? So I'm just saying like that. I will go into all the real estate statistics, don't worry. 2020 was up, which I will go through all the numbers in full. And 2021 is supposed to be even higher. So how do I see it affecting the real estate market? In a good way, that things are going to keep moving, our lack of inventory, and our prices are continuing to go up in Ontario and Canada. But I will go over that in detail shortly. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mike. I will look who's here before I go on to the next thing. I don't know why I keep pressing that. Oh, my nails. These freaking nails are... Hi, Amanda. Hi, Pandy. Hi, Josh. I think I said hi to Dwayne already. Hi, Maurice. Did you get the chocolate? I saw Derek already. I think I've seen most of the people. There we go. These frickin' nails. Can't do anything. Okay, so one more thing before real estate, okay? Happy New Year to you as well. So can you imagine if you needed a kidney and the person that came forward to give you a kidney was like somebody on America's Most Wanted who you had arrested 16 times between 2007 and 2012. That is basically what happened. Not basically, it did happen in the States. And so this girl, I'm just trying to go to the page because I forget her name. Or maybe I didn't write her name. But she was basically arrested 16 times. And then in 2012, she went to jail for 6 months. She did rehab for 9 months. And then this police officer that used to always arrest her, she saw a Facebook post that he needed a kidney and it was a 7 to 8 year waiting list. So she went to see if she was a match, and she was. And so they did surgery and they're both recovering. So I just thought that was neat, because who would think like somebody that you arrest so many times, over a dozen times, then ends up possibly saving your life down the road. So I thought that was cute. And obviously she's on a better life now. She was addicted to opioids and basically used to do whatever legal or not legal she could do to get them. So glad that she's on a better path. Now we have a question from Becky and Yvale. This is hard when I don't have a table. Becky and Yvale said, I received your second book for Christmas and powered through it between Christmas and New Year's. I was wondering if a third book is expected or if you're done now. Thank you, Becky, for asking. I'm not sure. I thought about it actually over the holidays as well. So there might be one, but don't hold me to that. I was thinking of some ideas of one, but maybe in between sometime in this year, I'll do one. Maybe it'll come out next year, but again, don't hold me to that. But thank you for asking. Okay, I think we're on to real estate now. Oh no, we have one more thing and then real estate. So there was an older man in the grocery store, and this younger guy saw him, and he had a dozen roses and a birthday cake. And he's like, oh, looks like you're gonna have a nice night or a big night planned. And he said that his wife had died 5 years ago, and today was her birthday. So the man started to ask him questions about his wife and found out that they were married for 53 years. And he had played football, and she was a cheerleader on the opposing team, or for the opposing team. And anyways, they chatted for like 90 minutes. He invited him over to his house, and they had cake. And they've since had dinners together. I know obviously it's COVID, and some people will say, they shouldn't be doing that, but it was before the 28-day lockdown, because I haven't done lives in a while, so I have a lot of extra news. Okay, so real estate. Just a reminder, we are paying somebody's mortgage in January. So February 1st, we'll knock on somebody's door. So send in your nominations to info@crippshomes.com. Again, info@crippshomes.com. If you want to nominate somebody, they do have to live in Simcoe County, and they have to be over the age of 18 to win. So their mortgage or their rent, depending on their life situation. And just so you know, we never say their private life situation. So if you say you're nominating them because of this or that reason, we never give their personal information out online or anywhere, okay? Okay, so as many of you have guessed, Torontonians, a lot of them are leaving Toronto permanently due to the whole pandemic and so forth, and other ones just want cottages. So I'm going to tell you first, before we get into numbers and statistics, the top 10 places that they're building new cottages. So this doesn't count resale. This is strictly just new build cottages, okay? So the number one place they're building them is the Muskoka Lakes. So that is not all of Muskoka. That's just like Lake Muskoka. So where there's Bala and Port Carling and so forth, okay? They spent $59 million building in 2020, just new builds, again, not resale. The next place was Lake of Bays, which is east of Bracebridge, kind of towards Algonquin Park, in between Bracebridge and Huntsville, and they spent $41 million there on new cottages. Number 3 that came in was $37 million, and that was Seguin, and that is also up Muskoka Way, but more towards Parry Sound. The number 4 place they built was Innisfil, so closer to myself, which was $28 million. 5th was Kawartha Lakes, which was $21 million as well, tied Innisfil, and that's just east of Lake Simcoe. This place I had never heard of, to be completely honest. Dysart et al. It's like Halliburton Algonquin Parkway, and they had $21 million of new cottages that they built. And number 8 was the Blue Mountains, which is, obviously just by Collingwood, where the ski hills and resorts are. Number 7 was Gravenhurst, and they spent $20 million on new build cottages. Again, that does not count resale. Next was Georgian Bay, which is $19 million. So that's along the waterfront, kind of Wabashine, Honey Harbor, and so forth as you head up towards, Parry Sound. And then the 10th place was Tiny. So basically, if you drive from Wasaga Beach to Midland, you go through Tiny. There's like Bomb Beach, and all basically around the coast, or whatever you want to call it. Coast, I think of an ocean, but around there. La Fontaine Beach, etc. Okay. So 47% of Torontonians are immigrants. And the reason I say that is because basically last year there was less immigration into Toronto. So 72,000 came in, as opposed to 2019 when 153,000 came in, and 2018 when 137,000 came in. And the reason I'm mentioning that, because obviously all these new people coming in, which they're planning on bringing 400,000 in 2021, as well as 2022 and 2023. So obviously 1.2 million of new people. All those new people need places to live, whether to rent or to own, which keeps the ball rolling and the snowball rolling of our lack of inventory and our high demand. Okay, so that is why I am mentioning that. Now for 2020, Oh yeah, on a side note before I get off of that, the Ministry of Children and Community and Social Services is providing 76 million a year to help these immigrants speak, English or French as well as find jobs. But so for stats for 2020, there was over 544,000 families that bought or sold a home in 2020, which was up from 2019 by 11.1%. So obviously there's never been a pandemic in any of our lifetimes and so forth. And so to have 11.1% more homes sold is crazy. And in Canada, the average sales price of those homes was 568,000, which was 13.1% higher from 2019. And then if we look at just Ontario, there was over 228,000 homes sold, which was also up, and that was up 9.2% over last year's sales. And the average sales price in Ontario last year was 708,000 and change. I don't like to say the change, which was 17% higher than 2019's average, which was 604 and change. So in Ontario last year, the average was 604. 2019 was 604, and then 2020 was 708. Okay. 2021, they're expecting that it'll go up again. So the number of homes sold in all of Canada. However, when they pinpoint just Ontario, they think that there's going to be less homes sold. However, they think the price is still going to go up. So they think the price is still going to go up 16.3%. How they get that exact percentage, I have no idea. But so the average, again, in 2020 was 708 and change, and they're expecting it to go up to 823 in 2021, which is obviously good. So Barrie, which is the city where I live and have lived for 20 years, almost 21 years, we always, not always, but lots of time reach certain groups and certain where you're like, oh, we're the top city of this, we're the top city of this, or whatever. So we made a group of the highest percentage of increase of average sales price. So we're in the 20 to 25% percentage of how much our homes have gone up. So that is amazing. There was nothing over 25% in all of Ontario. So Barrie, that's awesome for us. And as well as Barrie, Bancroft also went up that amount. Brantford, London, Ottawa, and Southern Georgian Bay. And then the next grouping down, which was 15 to 20% average sales price increase, was Hamilton, Niagara, Guelph, Cambridge, and Kitchener-Waterloo. And then in the 10 to 15% increase in their average sales price was Oakville, Milton, and Mississauga. So yay for Barrie. So what will be like the highest demand in 2021 predicted is going to be large homes outside of the city center. So not in the city center because, COVID, etc. And people don't necessarily want to be right down there, especially when all the, there's no concerts. There's not the regular draw that they're normally there for. And why I say larger is because people are working from home. Maybe their kids are, studying from home. Maybe they have a home gym, etc. So that's why larger is going to be the number one, desired property in 2021. And then what's going to be the easiest for first-time buyers to get into in 2021 is condos. So obviously as people want bigger properties, maybe somewhere for their dog to go more so, like I said, that home office, etc., and they're realizing things, then they're going to be putting up their condos for sale. And then maybe some people don't like the idea of being in the hall with multiple people with COVID and etc. So more condos are going to come up for sale in the second wave, and second part of this pandemic. So then when there's more inventory available, then it becomes more of a balanced market. So currently in freehold, which means no condo fees, it is extremely a seller's market. But in condos, it's going to be more of a level market. So then the first-time buyers have a better chance of getting in. Also, they're not competing against all of the foreign buyers like normal. So they're not competing against all the Chinese buyers, the Japanese buyers, etc., who have a lot of money, to be honest. So they're not against all those people. So that is great for the first-time buyers to help them get their foot in the door because it'll be easier for them this year than normal. I will look on here too. And my finger, hopefully I don't mess that up. Sorry, that was my big hand in the thing. Okay. So, what else was I going to say? Okay. So, you know how I said our lack of inventory? Yes, I can't see. That's weird. I can see it says great insight and if your client. So I'm assuming, oh, there we go. Damn nails. And I'm right-handed, so I can't go on the left side of the screen. Yay, I can see now. Okay, so Dominic is on here, and he's also a mortgage broker. Hi, Perry. Oh my goodness, these nails, people. I can't move it. There we go. Hi, Farid. Hi, Blair. Hi, Gillian. Hi, Jay. Hi, Billy. Thank you, Vanessa. Happy New Year, Nicola. Nicola is in Ireland. No, Scotland. Sorry, Nicola. Scotland. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Mike. Hi, Amanda. Sorry, my nails did something again. I'll get back to the statistics, too. I was just seeing who was here. Thank you guys for jumping in. And just so you know, this always stays on my Facebook wall, so if you miss stuff, you can jump back on later. No worries, Billy. I wish the best to you as well. So our lack of inventory, just to give you an idea. So normally there's like 300 to 700 listings at any given time in Barrie. And right now there's only 62, which is crazy. And of those 62 listings, 19 are already conditionally sold. So you can't offer on them. It doesn't matter if you're a cash deal, you have no financing, no inspection, you cannot bump the other people. Okay. So 19 of the 62 are already gone conditionally. 13 are holding offers. So they're available, but they're holding offers expecting bidding wars. And so that means basically only 30 are actually available for you to offer in all of Barrie, which is crazy because there's way more than 30 buyers. In Innisfil, there's only 24 available. Of those 24, 4 are already conditionally sold and 1 is holding offer. So obviously 19 are only officially available. In Angus, so there was 11 2 days ago when I looked, and now there's only 5. Okay, so of those 5, 2 are already conditionally sold, so there's only 3 available. So crazy, but just showing the lack of inventory, okay? And there's tons of buyers. So in Oro, there's 15 that are for sale right now. 3 are conditionally sold, and 1's holding offers, so only 11 are available in Oro. And then in Springwater, 14 are available. 1's conditionally sold, and 1 is holding offers, so obviously 12 are available. Hence, showing the lack of inventory in real estate across the board of Simcoe County. Just a reminder, I like to randomly throw out about the mortgage giveaway. So we're giving again away. Somebody's paying for their mortgage, not giving them a mortgage, paying for their mortgage or their rent, depending what they have. Okay, so February 1st, we'll knock on somebody's door. The next question comes from Brent in Barrie. So Brent asked, what do you think the biggest trend in real estate is going to be in 2021? Thank you for asking, Brent. I think it's going to be like office spaces, flex spaces, conversions in the home that maybe are a gym or what have you as well. So I don't really know the exact question, because it could be that specific that you're asking about, or if you're saying like, as in people buying condos or what have you. And then my answer to that is short-term rentals. So because we don't know when people are going to be, there's still some people that have gone to Jamaica or gone to Cuba, or Mexico, but not obviously the amount that normally do or that go to Florida. So short-term rentals, there's going to be a lot of people buying short-term rentals who are investors who want to capitalize on that. So that's going to be a big trend. If you're saying what kind of properties are going to go fast, is short-term rentals with that possibility to rent them out to people trying to get away for 2, 4 days, 5 days, maybe a week at the most, but most likely like in the 2 to 4 day range, even 3 days. Obviously that's 2 to 4, but in that range for sure is going to be super popular. But thank you for asking. Where am I here? There was a 24-year-old graduate, and she was from Connecticut, and she has a brother, and he's autistic, and he also has ADHD. And she felt bad that, she's done, all these things and he doesn't have like the social skills to do those things with people. So she basically invented an app, and it's kind of like Tinder, but it's for people with mental or physical disabilities. It is already has 31 users. It's on 6 continents, and it's called MAF, Making Authentic Friendships. And I just thought it was cute because obviously she's trying to help her brother and help other people. Obviously, in the pandemic, people with sane minds and what have you are bored and having a hard time connecting. So you can imagine if you have some other struggles in life. So that is sweet and awesome of her. So I love that. Hi, Katie. I hope you had a great birthday. I think it was your birthday yesterday. And I was surprised of your age. I thought you were like 36. So happy either birthday today or birthday yesterday. The next question comes from more to give away. Some people, I don't know. Oh, number Melissa from Barry. I can't even read my question writing here. Melissa, oh, not Barry, Baxter. I lied. Hi, Dakota. Melissa from Baxter, you always seem so positive and upbeat. How do you do it? To be honest, I just think of it like, so say the gym, you can't just be like, I want big biceps, or I want like a 12-pack of abs, or 8-pack, or whatever, 6-pack. You have to actually do things. So what I think of, like what I listen to, what I say, and so forth. So if you think, I'm horrible with money, I'm the worst with money, whatever, obviously then your mind's going to think that. So if you say I'm amazing with money, money flows, quickly to me, or I always have lots of savings or whatever. So the words that you say, the things that you think really affect your day. And I know that it sounds crazy, but it's actually true. So I just try and be really conscious of that. I start it in the morning and sometimes at night as well. And I just make sure I'm listening to things, whether podcast, YouTube, TV, etc., that it's all on that positive realm and reinforcing what I already think. But thank you for asking. If anybody is around to randomly, a side note, on Saturday at 12, we're doing a Facebook Live from a new listing we just listed about 20 minutes ago. It's just outside of Stayner, kind of by Creemore. It's 3 acres. There is 4 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms, and it's $799,000. Super cute property, and it's got a steel roof. The windows were done 2 years ago. It's really cute. 1323 Sunnyside, Sunnydale. I always say the wrong name. Sunnydale Road, concession 3-4 or whatever. 3-4. You know how they do that. Funny thing. Okay. So you know how like some people have had a hard year, obviously in 2020 more than others. And some people might think if they found a wallet, they might not return it as much as they would have normally before COVID. However, there was a man that was homeless, or is homeless still, and he found a wallet in a dumpster that he often went through. And he tracked down the lady and gave it to her and didn't want anything back. All her credit cards, everything was in there. And then her granddaughter, who had a 12th birthday coming up, she did a distance birthday thing. And instead of asking for gifts, she asked for donations. And she put a picture of this man that had given back her grandma's wallet. And she ended up getting a few $100s and gave it to him. So I just thought it was cute to, have 2 good deeds in that story. Question from Brandon in Stroud. Brandon Stroud, my brother sent me your Christmas video and it was great, but I was wondering who can win and what the process is. I realize Christmas is a long way away, but I know who I'd want to nominate if it was allowed. So Brandon, you're allowed to, the Christmas ones, you're allowed to nominate anybody, including yourself or your own family. The regular monthly ones of paying somebody's mortgage, or the $2,500 cash or what have you, you can't nominate yourself. The person or family does have to live in Simcoe County, and they do have to be over the age of 18. That's it. They never have to have bought from us. They never have to have anything. We actually haven't had anybody win who's had any relation to us, so does not have to have any relation to us, and we've never actually had anybody that way that has. So thank you for asking that. If you have any other questions, you can message me or email info@crippshomes.com. There was a couple in Mississippi, and I've never been to Mississippi, but I guess there's a nice beach there, and they had met there and they wanted to get married on the beach because, they met there and spent so much time there. But it was pouring rain, so they were sitting in their cars. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Shirley. And this lady who had watched them set up early in the morning before it started to rain came over to the vehicle and asked if they wanted to get married in their house looking out over the water. So they ended up doing that after 3 hours of sitting in their car. So I just thought it was cute because obviously I like anything kindness-wise and people looking out for everybody else and not, just worrying about themselves. helping other people live their best lives or have their best days or just smile or just, a helping hand wherever they can. I think that was it for me. This stays on, again, my Facebook. So I'm sorry for the people that just got on, but I did do the real estate updates in total. So you know what happened in 2020 and you know what is supposed to happen and what is predicted for the markets to keep going up. Less homes sold in 2021 predicted in Ontario than 2020, but the sales price is supposed to go up. So it was like 708 or something, and they expect it to go to 823, but it'll stay on my wall if you guys want to watch it for all the exact numbers. Hope you guys stay safe and well, and thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.